Hello. Well, I'm very excited. I've got myself a little present. We'll unbox it now and then we can have a little chat. Let's see what you can see. Okay, it's a warm day. It's a good size, whatever it is. Okay, so this is a little gift to myself because I run a quite large Facebook group. It's 8,900 and something, so 9,000 people nearly. And we've been having problems that I've needed to try to sort out, or at least I've been there to create a space where people feel that they can communicate, because often we're closed down now in this society, this woke world, this new way of being. It seems people are no longer allowed to speak their mind. That is rubbish to me because I don't do any of that rubbish. You know, I always speak my mind. I like to tell the truth and I like to help people as much as possible, but I also like to help myself, which partly why I bought this is to help myself. So let's have a quick look. Wow. Do excuse me fumbling about. Can you tell what it is? Wow. So for those who don't know, this statue. This is The Mother and Child by Ganesh. The Mother and Child by Ganesh. The alcove is in a little secluded wall next to the well in Chalice Well in Glastonbury. So that's the name of my group. Well, my group is Chalice Well and Gardens. I must thank two people. I can't remember their names because I'm not on the computer and I can only remember things while I'm looking at them. So their names will appear now. What I've done, I've just adjusted the hue, just lifted the colours. I need to proper look at it. I really wanted the reddy orange from the candles. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Wow. Look at that. And I've got 3 or 4 canvases that I've done over the last couple of years, so people are going to say, where did you get your canvases from? I just go to eBay and I just type in personalised canvas, that's it, and just choose one. This, for this size, I mean you can see how big it is, there's my head and there's me, well you can't see my belly, you can see how big it is, it's this big. And this was, I think it was £15. Which is great. Very simple, very easy to do, and yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. I'll show you it up on the wall when it's going to go up on the wall. But this video, although I will put this video up on my Facebook group, up on the Chalice Well in Glastonbury, up on that group on Facebook, it's not for those people, because those people will know a lot more than me, you and everybody else. Well, certainly everybody else. So this is for really anybody who perhaps has never heard of Chalice Well, or really it's just another one of my rambling videos. So I'm going to briefly fill you in. I will brief you briefly and very briefly, because there's a lot more that's happened than what I'm about to say. But yeah, for my general, the ramblings of Bry, people that like to come on my channel and what have you and watch the odd video, you're very welcome. So very, very briefly, I have been going to Chalice Well and Gardens in Glastonbury for well over 20 years, and I know that for a fact because I met a friend with a disabled little boy there, and he was a little tot. Now he's 20, so I've been going there certainly 5 or 6 years, maybe more. Prior to that, I don't know, but certainly I would say 25 plus years. So I've been going for a long time, which means I've supported Chalice Well and Gardens because you pay to get in, and sometimes you buy little knickknacks there or bits and bobs, and there's a gift shop and you can buy the water, buy the bottles of water, it's free, buy the bottles and what have you. I won't tell you about Chalice Well really, you can Google it if you're interested, if not then don't. But what's happened, right? This statue, like churches, a meditation centre, a quiet hospital wing, I don't know. Things take on an essence, a presence, an energy. And this, Mother and Child by Ganesh, has taken on a wonderful essence and a wonderful energy over the years. When you think how many people go to Chalice Well and Gardens and they light their candles, or they touch part of this statue, or they just sit quietly with the statue, and you think how many people have told this statue their secrets, how many people have been grieving and have got some solace, some energy, some love from this statue. People that have had terrible trauma in their life, from losing a partner in a terrible way, or sexual abuse, or being wrongly accused of something, being imprisoned, whatever, dealing with illness, losing a child to cancer. This has heard everything. It's seen a river of tears, a river of heartache. This has heard trauma. It's also heard love. It's also heard people getting married and they say, well, we must go there and we're going to light a candle and wish us well on our journey through this marriage. So it's heard some lovely things as well. But it's taken on an energy, as I say, a building does, a church or a temple or whatever, they take on an energy, certainly over time. And this energy is far above me, far above you, far above anybody who went to Chalice Well in their life, far above the trustees or the chair of Chalice Well, far above the volunteers or the companions or whatever. It takes on a role, an energy that is unsurpassed. It's wonderful, it's beautiful, I love it. I absolutely love this statue. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not religious at all. I am a sort of a Buddhist, but that's not a religion, as we know. But I'm not religious at all. And this is a religious piece of iconography, or whatever you want to call it, really, to a degree. Although the sculpture didn't sculpt it in a religious fashion. He saw, I think, the original of this, and then he went back home to India and he carved or sculpted his own version of what he saw, Mother and Child. Well, Mother and Child is just a universal thing. We've all got, or have all had, a mother, haven't we, all of us? Even if you've never met your mother, you've had a mother. And maybe one day, if you're female, you'll become a mother. Maybe your friends are mothers, maybe mother. Or if not, maybe you're a child, because you were a child. You had to be a child to be the adult that you are now. So this is about you as much as it's about me or anybody else. Mother and Child by Ganesh. So what's happened? Very, very briefly. All was going well for 20 plus years, no problem. Then they got a few new trustees, and I believe maybe a new chair, I don't know. And things go to people's heads and you suddenly get a new broom, clean sweep. So we woke up one morning to find the statue had gone. Somebody had taken it. We started emailing and phoning Chalice Well, what's going on? And it was silence, crickets. We met a brick wall. And then we found out it was the gardener that took it. He was told by the trustees and the chair, he was told to take it because it wasn't going to be in the gardens anymore. They wanted to scrap anything that they deemed as religious, and they wanted what they called a neutral garden. They wrote to us and said, sorry about that, we've made a bit of an error, because they got thousands of complaints, thousands of emails, thousands of questions, lots of phone calls, and people just there knocking on the door saying, what's going on? Where's our beautiful statue? Our beautiful statue. So they said, well, we made a bit of a mistake, but we are going to have a neutral garden from now on. This is Chalice Well, Chalice Holy Well. Okay, they want it neutral. The word chalice, doesn't that have religious connotations to it? Joseph of Arimathea apparently washed or buried the chalice that Jesus drank out of at the bottom of the Tor, which would have been Chalice Gardens, Chalice Well. The water is red, which they reckon is perhaps the blood. It's not, it's the iron, we know that, but there's fables and stories and things, so it's all about religion and everything. But I digress. So that's what they said to us. Very short and sweet, an apology. The apology was sorry, but not sorry. Yeah, we've taken it. We know where it is. And we said, well, we want it back, put it back, you know. After a week, they decided that they would put it in an area that's not accessible to a lot of people, particularly disabled or elderly or frail or whatever. A place called The Meadow. They put it under a cherry tree, which is absolutely ridiculous because you don't want rain. This is in an alcove. It's been in an alcove for many, many years. But you don't want rain, bird droppings, leaves, sap. You don't want anything touching this. The reason being, we eventually had to contact Ganesh Bhatt, who did this, The Mother and Child by Ganesh, and he said it's made of a stone from India, it's made of a certain stone from India that shouldn't be outside, particularly in the English weather. So he said, please put it back. That's what the sculpture, the man, the renowned sculptor said, please put it back, do not leave it outside, it will be destroyed, it will be damaged. And Chalice Well ignored that, of course. So we carried on emailing, phoning, writing letters sometimes, which they ignored. They ignored all of that. So on my group, 8,900 people, we got a petition up together, and in no time at all we got 4,061, and we said to them, look, we've got this, can we open a line of communication, what is going on? And they said nothing. So a week had gone by, and this isn't in the alcove now, this is still under the cherry tree. And we asked them politely, courteously, strongly sometimes, please put it back. Please put it where it belongs. It's not yours to fiddle around with. It's not yours to make up your mind that, yeah, you're still going to have it in the gardens, but I'm going to put it somewhere else. And they said nothing. Then we found out, and they said nothing, they had some form of a ceremony with the Toltec tribe from Mexico. The Toltec are a disgusting breed of people. They were known to commit human sacrifices, especially against children, and eat their hearts. Disgusting. We weren't aware of that. They made nobody aware. So we wrote to them again, we emailed them, we phoned them, we said, please, can we open some communication here? What is going on? Please tell us, what are your thoughts? What are you intending the gardens to be? What do you want? Can we help you? What's going on? And please put The Mother and Child by Ganesh back. They ignored that. Into the second week, into the third week now. So I've had to contact the Charities Commission, and so has lots of people. We've got a petition, we've got various different things. People have written official letters asking for certain things, and they've ignored it. Then we find out that the chair has told the trustees, it's got a gagging order. In this day and age, the chair has told the trustees, don't speak to anybody, don't say anything. Well, say anything about what? What's going on? What about this neutral garden in a holy well? What's going on? What are they scared of? What are they hiding? We don't know. So that's a quick synopsis. Sorry to have bored you. But anyway, that's just for the people that are not on Chalice Well, and all the rest of it. It's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. So, because of all that, I've made my mind. I don't feel now connected, I don't feel welcome, and I feel some energy has been lost surrounding me and Chalice Well. I don't want to be there, I don't want to go there, and I won't go there now. I've had 25 years of photographs, of memories, of everything. All right, bird. My little dog wants to go out. So, I will love you and leave you. And I bought this to hang on my wall to remind me of all those 25 years. I'm not sad about it, not sad at all. I think it's a shame. I think the trustees and the chair could speak to us. What are they trustees for if they can't speak? Anyway, there you go. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we'll be back another day on this channel, The Ramblings of Bry. If you don't know, I've got another channel called Ishi Art, and all the links are in the description there, and I do a piece of art every now and then. I can't wait now to get that on the wall. I'll get it on the wall, take a photograph, and I'll put it on the end, and we'll see you again another day, no doubt. But until then, take care and be well.